My name is Amrit Prasai. People here know me by AP, so you can call me whatever you want. And I'm a mathematical economics major, a sophomore at CC, originally from Nepal. I did my high schooling there, pretty much grew up there. I'm from the Patan area, Kathmandu. Kathmandu Valley is three districts. So it's Lalitpur, Bhaktapur, and Kathmandu. And I live in the Lalitpur side, which is the Patan side of the town, yeah. I was actually at my room, and I just got a call from one of the other students from Nepal, Abusan. He called me, and then he told me that there was a massive earthquake in Nepal. It was around like 2 a.m. in the morning. I mean, there was chill down my spine. It was like, oh my god. Like, I googled to see the Richter scale, and then like the second thing I did was start calling my mom. I didn't get through her like for the next 2 hours, which was the worst 2 hours of my life. Yeah, I don't know like how things are back home, like if my house is still standing, if my mom is still standing, if my family is still standing, so it's not a good feeling. Like finally, my mom called. I couldn't get through her from here. My mom called and she said, she was okay, and she was with the neighbors. Fortunately, we were lucky, and none of my family members got injured or died. But my aunt lost her house, and like I told you before as well, like losing a house there is a pretty big deal because there is no such thing as house insurance and stuff. And real estate is pretty much all capital investment people make because there isn't much of anything else. So she just lost her life savings. Yeah. I would love to. That's what my emotional side says. I really want to go. But my rational side says I shouldn't, because I'll be draining the little resources they have. I'll be eating their food and drinking their water, which is already scarce. And also I'm not trained at all to respond to situations like this. So I think I would just be a liability. I think I can do more from here. So we've been doing a bunch of different things. Immediately after I talked to Soren, he's also a sophomore here, and we designed a poster. And then we also started talking to all our friends in other universities in United States, and immediately we had a Facebook group, and we were sharing information, and we also made the poster available online, and the poster was up in more than 30 universities within the day. We put it up in Facebook with the QR codes and everything, and there have been multiple other iterations of the poster. So that was more of an immediate thing, and then we've been asking people to donate to reputed organizations, because there's a lot of scams that go on during these times, during hard times. So we've endorsed some reputable organizations which we know are working there currently, from our family and friends. So we did that, and on Friday we did a big fundraising event, and a lot of local partners helped us. The school has been really helpful. The dean's calls, the professors are emailed me, and called me. So the school has been tremendously helpful. and they help us like set up things. They provided all the posters, printing, photo printing for free. So that's been a great help, and that is besides the moral support. Like the dean asked like if we wanted to switch class or not take a class or take class pass fail. So there's been a lot of moral support from the school, and on Friday we partnered with 2 restaurants in Colorado Springs, like 2 Nepali restaurants, Little Nepal and Mirch Masala, who donated food for about 500 people to get the event going, and we had another local painter from Denver who is also from Nepal. He donated his paintings, which we could sell. So there's been a lot of help, and the event went well. So that's it. I mean, it's something like when disaster strikes, you automatically become strong, because that's what you do, right? Like you can't do anything else. So you all, I mean, in general, like the cultural bringing up from Nepal is like, the kinship, like makes everyone a family, right? So the culture itself promotes helping each other, and when disaster strikes, we all know what the situation in like Nepal is in, and what kind of country it is. So it and any country would need help, and Nepal even more so. So I think we all got together, and we're all like, we have love for our country and love for our people. There's another thing that we are planning. So the relief effort so far, or the money raised so far, has been for immediate relief. Like, although our families are also in distress, and Abhushan's uncle also lost his house, my aunt lost her house, and although like our family is in distress, at that time there are other people who needed help more, so that's what we focused on. But from next week, I think me, Abhushan, and Siddharth, we're starting a second campaign, which would be directed to our family, to help our family, and have people like donated, and knowing that they're donating to this particular family, and also like help them keep updated about where their money is going, and how it is helping the family they're helping. So that's our next step, is helping our family rebuild stuff.